sons and your daughters, read, shall be given. Read it right, read it right. Shall be given. Thy sons and daughters shall be given to who? Unto another people. Can I use you for an example? Do you mind?
Yeah, of course.
My name is Shem. Very nice to meet you. And is that your wife?
No.
You're a man of truth, aren't you?
I try to be.
So if I bring out history, would that bother you if I bring out history?
Absolutely.
I don't blame you for anything.
Oh, well, thank you.
Beautiful. I'm asking you, what should be the hope of the black man in America?
I think every black man should own his own business.
Okay. There's no guile in my eyes, right? When in history did black people's sons and daughters given to another people? When in history? During the slave trade. Now, the reason why we went into slavery is because we were breaking our father's commandments. Right. So I can't blame you. Now, your fathers did do that to our people. See,
yes, sir.
This man is honest. So when I read it, this is not a hate campaign. Read it again. A sequelicy, a very deep mystery for my brother, the black man Isaiah. Hang on a second.
Wait, man, I say something.
But of course.
You say,
do you have any great poupon?
You say I need the right answer.
Yes, I think you need. Do you want the wrong answer? I got the right answer for you. Hold up. Hey, by the way, you remember that show, The Great Poupon? It's a joke, right?
We gonna sit down one day.
Yes.
We gonna sit down one day and then I'm gonna get your head, you gonna get my head, and then you gonna see, oh, this brother probably have the right answer.
Well, really? Okay. So, let me ask you a question. What should be the hope for the black man in America? I'm asking you. What should be the hope of the black man in America?
Take care of his family.
Take care of his family.
And I think every black man should own his
Can you say that in the mic, if you don't mind?
I think every black man should own his own business.
Okay.
I think every black man should take care of his family like you just said. Would you just repeat it me? I think every black man should be educated.
Educated.
I think every black man should sit up there, take a child, and teach them another trade.
Okay.
Teach them a trade.
Pass the skills on.
Pass it on. And pass it on to the next one.
Okay, okay. I like all that's biblical, by the way. Everything you said is biblical. But and that's good, and that's something for this life. But I want to share with you some hope for that may inspire all, because maybe some black men never want to have a family. There's some brothers that may be single their whole life. I'm not going to fault them. Hold on.
They'll be single their whole life.
Okay.
They'll have a family. If they have friends that's close to them, they have a family. Some of your people right here, they may not be close to their family. But if they have you right there, they call you family.
Okay, I like that. So hold on. No, I like that. I was quiet because I listened to what you said. A lot of it was biblical, and I respect it. But now I want to share a biblical faith that will affect all black men, because a lot of black men, their intentions are not to have a family, and their intentions are wrong. Their intentions are to impregnate many women, to not take care of their family. So this can give both people that have good intentions and bad intentions hope. Now here's the thing: if you're a black American man who has no spine and you're afraid of history, this will not be hope for you or you. But if you're a man who understands history, this should be what? Liberation. That's right. This should liberate you. Isaiah 14:1. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. I got let me get a visual prop. Stay, hey, you with me? Hold up, y'all be with me. This one. So, we're going to history to show you what one form of faith for the black man in America. I'm not talking about the black man that's a coon, that bows down and wants to assimilate into white society and forget about his. I ain't talking about that weak brother. I'm talking about the brothers who acknowledge history, acknowledge that we were been as slaves, and look, we're not going to blame the white man for everything. We have to start blaming us. But it don't negate the fact that this should give you hope. Isaiah 14:1. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1.
Bring it out.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. And Most High said, this is God speaking through Isaiah. He said, he will have mercy on Jacob. Jacob, black men, are you so-called black men? You're the Israelites.
That's right.
Jacob's name was changed to Israel. You became the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Because of your disobedience, you broke God's laws. You were made slaves.
Right.
Read. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. And he gonna have mercy, even though we in the lowest state. Even though we're the last, typically speaking, to be hired, and the first, typically, to be fired. Generally speaking. We have the highest rate of unemployment. We have the highest rate of abortion in the black community.
Right.
And you can Google you can check my facts, brother. Right? That's right. And will yet choose Israel. He's gonna choose us, the so-called black. He's gonna choose us, Ray, and set them in their own land. Let me ask you, black man, a question. Who lives in the land of his land is called Jerusalem. There's a country called Israel today. There's a capital called Jerusalem. There's a city called Tel Aviv. There's other cities over there. Who's living over there today in that land? It's not a trick question. You know who it is? It's the so-called Israeli man who calls himself Jewish. That's the man. It's not, by the way, this is not anti-Semitic. If I say, hey, the people in Greece live over there, they're primarily Caucasian. That's not me being hateful. The people in India are East Indian. That's not me being hateful. Read it again. And will yet choose Israel. We're going to choose the Israelites. Read. And set them in their own land. Because right now we're not in our own land.
Right.
How did we get to the shores of America? I'm asking you, brother, how did black people, whether it be North Carolina, South Carolina, how did blacks in general, now you light-skinned now, but a lot of us were dark, right? How did we get to the shores of America? It's not a hard question. And did we voluntarily come on those ships? Now, what we don't understand is that our reality in history was biblical prophecy.
Right.
Now Moses, the black man, he told us about these days. Hold that, Deuteronomy 28 verse 32 and verse 68.
Bring it
I'll give you
on.
a key couple verses. Why? This is faith. This is things, the evidence of things hoped for. We hope for redemption.
Right.
We hope for deliverance.
Right.
Read Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. This is good. Thy sons and thy daughters. What is another word for sons and daughters? What is it? If I have sons and daughters, they are my children. Read it again. Come on, y'all. Thy sons and thy daughters. Your sons and your daughters. Read. Shall be given. Read it right. Read it right. Shall be given. Thy sons and daughters shall be given to who? Unto another people. Can I use you for an example? Do you mind?
Yeah, of course.
My name is Shem. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Could you come
you,
up?
guys.
And is that your wife?
No.
You're a man of truth, aren't you?
I try to be, yes.
So if I bring out history, would that bother you if I bring out history?
Absolutely not.
And by the way, I don't blame you for anything.
Oh, well, thank you.
Beautiful. Read it again. Thy sons and thy daughters. So, hey, brother, hold up, black men. Black men, no, don't slip. Don't slip like an ice skater now. Read it again. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. And I want to show you that this is not a hate campaign. I'm asking this Caucasian young man, seems like he's an upstanding, nice guy, and I don't blame him for what his fathers did. Read it again. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. There's no guile in my eyes, right?
No, you can.
When in history did black people's sons and daughters given to another people? When in history?
During the slave trade.
During the slave trade. Now, the reason why we went into slavery is because we were breaking our father's commandments.
Right.
So I can't blame you. Now, your fathers did do that to our people. See,
Yes, sir.
this man is honest. So when I read it, this is not a hate campaign. Read it again. Thy sons and thy daughters, thy children, thy sons and daughters, read on, shall be given. We were given, read on, unto another people. We were given to the white man. The white man, and you are a man, right? Thank the Lord. The white man admits that. And he's honest. I can deal with honest people. Read. And thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long. Now, how were we given to his people? Historically, you said it. Now the Bible's going to prophesy. I appreciate you being a good sport, man. What's your name?
Jack.
Jack. The Bible calls you Esau. If I call you Esau and Jack, they're interrelated. No disrespect.
Okay.
Read. And there shall be no might in thine hand. We had no might to get our children back. That's why Jack's people, with all due respect, when they wanted to get a stronger worker, they would break apart our families and bring one family to Georgia, and mom and dad stay back in Louisiana. And he acknowledged that. See, the truth, this is why Jack's free. A lot of people don't have a free mind. Read. Verse 68. Now, what to Jack, with all due respect,
Yes, sir.
you had us down for a lot of years, and it's our fault. But I'm going, it's our fault, Jack. Jack, God used your folks. Right.
I've been taught in school that it was the white people's fault.
Yes, well, indirectly it is. But the reason why it's our fault is because we didn't listen to our Father. When we listen to our Father, you have no power over us, Jack.
Right.
Your people have no power over us.
Right.
But when we sin, you and East Indians and Chinese, y'all have power over us.
So you're saying that since y'all said that it was...
Wait, Jack, real quick, Jack. Hold up, Jack. But these guys, the black men, are walking away. You see, that's the problem with the black men in America.
No, I'm not
What,
walking.
you ordering a pizza? Wait. 168. Hold up. It's a joke, brother. I know you're not ordering a pizza, because it's the Sabbath.
I'm gonna go fucking walk away, but I appreciate you.
All right, Jack, you take care. Listen, wait, real quick, Jack. Stay with one more scripture. Hey, I want you to watch Jack. Isaiah 14, verse 2. Watch this. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2. This is the faith and the hope of evidence of things not seen. Read. Verse 1. Listen good. I want verse 2. Verse 2. Listen good, black man. And the people shall take them. The people shall take them. Read. And bring them to their place. We're going to bring them to their place. Hold up. And the house of Israel. Listen, the house of Israel. Be quiet for a second, but listen. And the house of Israel. The house of Israel shall possess them. We're going to possess them. Read. In the land of the Lord. Because we ain't in the land of the Lord right now. They in the land of the Lord. Read. For servants and handmaids. Jack was a good sport. Jack actually admitted it. But then the black man won't admit it. And I'm not saying you. I'm saying our people. Like, for example, you're right. So let me ask you a question. If you know you're Israelite. Do you know you're Israelite? You do. So knowing you're Israelite, don't we have to keep commandments from God? So there's some exceptions that we don't have to keep anymore. Every commandment. Now, we don't keep the Levitical order because we don't sacrifice animals anymore for sins, right? But let me give an example, right? So I said earlier that a woman is not, don't get offended now, and you don't get offended at me. A woman is not supposed to be in charge inside the church. You understand? It could be 1 Corinthians 14. Yes. Is that what I want?
Yes, sir.
Watch this, because this is one commandment that black churches completely fall apart of. Bring it out with me, and I want to share this with you. The black church is doing this, they gotta repent. Read. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. What's your name, young brother? What's your name? Did you see how Jack earlier was honest? He said, look, my people did have your people in slavery. And why is it okay for him to say that, but then if I say it, they call me a reverse racist? In general, I'm not saying you, right? Hold on a second, bro. Read it. Let your women keep silence in the churches. So Paul wrote a letter to the Corinthians, which were Israelites in Corinth at the time. And he said this. So maybe today you can learn something. Yeah, I know you got a lot of knowledge, and I appreciate that. But if it's not according to God, we must try to learn again. Do you understand that? Because, by the way, me and you sit down, I'm going to give you thus saith the Lord, whether I'm in front of people or by myself. You understand that? And it ain't going to change. Read. Let your women keep silence in the churches. You hear that? I think you sisters got a quiet spirit. But a lot of black pastors, they are black women that are called overseers. They're called priestesses. And they're in black churches in New Orleans, in Jackson, Mississippi, in doggone Jacksonville, Florida, in New York City. That's the wrong order of God. Women in the church, they're not supposed to be the leaders. That's right. For it is not permitted unto them to speak. So that's one thing that we have backwards, right? So let me give you another law for you, brother, right? So I want to go back. The mercy that we're going to have is when we turn back to the Father. So, for example, tell me something about the things that you eat. Do you have any governance? Sisters, do you have any governance over the things that you eat? In other words, do you have any dietary restrictions? Allah Akbar? Okay, yeah, we're going to see. Do you have any dietary restrictions that you govern, some things that you won't let yourself eat? What are they?
Pork.
Pork? Why?
Because
It bothers your stomach?
cancer.
Cancer.
It causes cancer.
Okay, it causes cancer. Now, but that's a moral that you learn through education, and now you stand by that I'm not going to eat pork because it causes cancer. You read something, right? What about you? Do you have any law? Do you have anything that governs you on what you eat? Yeah. She's honest. What about you, Central?
Muslim out here. Allahu Akbar.
Now, we ain't no doggone Muslim. We the Israelites. Yeah, well, hey, I feel sorry for you. What about you, brother? Do you have any government? What things do you? How do you base that on?
I don't see
Meat?
I don't bring dairy.
Dairy. Okay. All right. Now, that's good. Now, the Bible actually gives us things, sisters and brothers. I'm slowing it down a little bit. Some things that we're supposed to eat, and some things that we're not supposed to eat. And He gives us these things in 3 categories. One of the categories, are you listening? So you got to teach him. One of the categories is things that are on 4 feet on the ground. You with me? Another category, say again?
I understand that.
Okay, stop. If you understand that, name one law on that. So tell me you understand.
I understand that He gave us the meat and stuff where we can eat, but if it can make you sick, if it's making you sick, and I'm growing my own food at home,
I agree with you.
hey, I'm gonna grow that instead of buying that making me sick.
I agree with you. I agree with you. So let me just make my personal claim to that. At any time that you can grow your own food and also raise your own chickens and raise your own goats, 100%. A lot of us don't have that luxury. But if you can do that, more power to you, brother. Now, I want to get back to this. There's 3 categories. You with me? One is things that on the ground. You with me? Another one is things that are in the oceans and waters. You with me? And another one, are you listening? Jay, hello? You don't get passed because of the cerebral palsy. Okay? Another category is things that fly in the air. You with me? Give me that, Leviticus 11. So, we got to come on one mind to rules in governancing, you listen, that God set up. And we can't bend from that. That's how we're going to get to rule over our oppressors. That's how one day the black man will be a king. That's right, a real king. Read. This is the law of the beast. So now what category is this, Chantrell? If these are beasts, are these things in the water? Are these things in the sky? What are beasts? Loudmouth. Read it again. This is the law of the beast. This is the law of the beast. I'm going to tell you. Read on. And of the fowl. And the fowl. Which one are the fowl? Are the fowl on the land? Where they at? You guys are like pulling teeth. Fowls are in the air. Come on now. I'm going to start all over again because of y'all. Read it again. This is the law of the beast. This is the law of the beast. And of the fowl. The beast are on the ground, the fowls where? And there, you got to work with me here. Come on, read. And of every living creature. And of every living creature that moveth in the waters. What's that talking about? Fish in the waters, right? So we got 3 cats. You with me? Don't let the cerebral palsy stop you. Don't let it slow you down. Okay, I wrote a song for you, right? I remastered something. Read it again. This is the law of the beast. This is the law of the beast, Jay. And of the fowl. Hey, young brother, of the fowl in the air, right? Come on. And of every living creature. And of every living creature, come on. That moveth in the water. Because in the water, they got to move around. You with me? You say, well, duh, we know that. No, you don't. Now, go to verse 7. Verse 7. And the swine. Stop. I want you to tell me what category the swine is in. Is he in the water? Is he in the land? Or is he on the earth? Guy, go pop her in the head. She said pigs are in the water. What's wrong with you? Read it again. And the swine, though he divides the hoof. The swine divides the hoof. And he cloven footed. He got a hard hoof. Like a pig run down the tree now, he would gallop like a horse. You understand that? Good, read on. Yet he cheweth not the cud. What does the pig not chew? What's your name again, brother? Daryl? Darren. What does the pig not chew? From this verse, read it again for Darren. Yet he cheweth not the cud. What does the swine not do? So because he, read it again for Darren, because you said earlier, read it again. Yet he cheweth not on the top. And the swine. And what? And the swine. What animal we talking about, y'all? I want everybody. Pig, swine. You get a C for participation again. Read it again. And the swine. And the swine. Though he divides the hoof. Though he divides the hoof. And be cloven footed. He got a hard hoof. It gallops when he walks down the street. Read. And yet chewing not the cud. What is Darren? Darren. He don't chew the cud. So what does that make him? Read on. Yet he is unclean to you. So what is the pig to us? He's unclean. But watch this. Does that mean we can't? I could have a pig. I could have pigs for other purposes. Watch what he's telling you they're unclean for. Read. Of their flesh. Read it again. Of their flesh. What should we not do? Shall ye not eat? That's why we don't eat the swine.
Nation is men leading by example.